Hello everyone, thanks for visiting the channel. What I'd like to do in this very first video is just introduce the channel to you briefly. And I think a good way to do that would be to break down the channel name, the Mental Vigilist. So here goes. Mental means of or pertaining to the mind or the thinking process. Vigilist is derived from the word vigil, which means alert, aware, watchful. So a mental vigilist is someone who is aware of what's going on within their mind. Someone who is watchful of their thoughts. Now, there's nothing wrong with thinking. I have to think to speak to you. I have to think to raise my hand. But it would seem that for most of us, the default setting for our thoughts is negative. So we spend a lot of our time thinking about things that make us feel unhappy. We think about things that make us feel nervous, anxious. We worry, we feel stressed. You see, with practice, we can deliberately choose our thoughts. We can also choose not to think. Now, just for the purpose of this video, let's say there's two parts to our mind. You have the thinking mind and what I like to call the vigil mind. Now, the thinking mind is where most people dwell most of the time. And remember, this has a negative default setting. But with practice, we can access and dwell within our vigil mind, which is alert, watchful, aware. And what most people find beneficial is a peaceful place. Now, there's another definition for the word vigil, and it's staying awake at a time usually spent asleep. So a mental vigilist is someone who stays awake at a time usually spent asleep. And this is what I mean. When we're in our thinking mind, we're not completely awake. It's like we're semi-conscious. We're more or less daydreaming. Let me give you an example. You wake up in the morning, you open your eyes. Seconds later, the thinking starts. You are now unknowingly trapped in the thinking mind for the rest of the day. So you could be brushing your teeth and you're thinking, you could be eating your first meal of the day and you're thinking, you could be on your way to work, on your way to school, sitting on a bus, train, in a car, and you are thinking, And remember, because of the negative default setting, the internal conversations we're having with ourselves revolve around complaining. We're worrying. We're criticizing ourselves and everyone else around us. This is one of the main reasons why we feel anxious, nervous, stressed, depressed. It's all these negative thoughts we're carrying around with us, coming like weights, all day, every day. And remember, when I say we're thinking, what we're actually doing is talking to ourselves. We're talking to ourselves in the head, all day. We're having a conversation with ourselves all day. You see, now when we're connected to our vigil mind, once we learn to connect and access it, our primary focus is the present moment. So for example, if we're in the shower, we're not thinking, we're feeling the water hit us. We're choosing to do this. We're choosing to feel the water hit us. We're choosing to hear the water fall. We're smelling the soap. And because of this connection, it feels good. So we feel calm and we feel peaceful. So basically, this is going to be the focus of our channel. I'm going to be showing you ways of how to connect to your vigil mind so you can feel peaceful and to move away from the thinking mind, which for some reason has a negative default setting. So thanks for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you. Peace.